teacher. Now I'm going to explain my project 3. First of all, I add these 3 libraries to my code because if these are not included, I cannot use functions like cout and cin. So I wrote them. With this statement is make my code is easier because if I don't write it, I will have to specify std in every single time. So it makes our code easy to write. After that, I stored my own data here to display it in the program's output. Then, in the struct node part, I created a new node to represent each student's information, like their name, their last name, their age, gender, like that. Then I create the class. Sorry, before that, I wrote this node, this new node to represent each student information. And with this, I linked them together. So I made a linked list. After that, I created a class and wrote a head as private, meaning other classes cannot access it. Without this, I wouldn't know the start of the list and it will always get lost. Then with insert node, I add the new student to the list. Without this, I couldn't initialize the list in main. With this function, this code adds a student to the linked list. First, it checks if this function to see if the list is empty. If it is, the new node becomes the head. If the list is not empty, it uses a temporary pointer, temp2, it's this, traverse to the last node, and then links the new node at the end with this. In short, if the list is empty, new node becomes the first element, or if the list has elements, new node is added at the end. Without this, the list wouldn't store new students properly and connections between nodes could break. So I wrote this function, this if function. After that, I create display list. With this display to print the list in a table format with set W and left, I aligned the columns, and with this set precision, I showed the GPA with 2 decimal places. Without this, the list would look messy and names would be disaligned. After that, I choose insertion sort to arrange the students in the linked list from lowest to highest GPA. So the list is organized by academic performance, not alphabetically. First, I checked if the list is empty or has only one student. Then there is no need to sort. Sorted is a new pointer to hold the sorted list. So initially it's empty and the curve moves each student in each pass. Using a while loop, I traverse the list from start to end and add each student to a sorted list. With node next, I first save the next student so the list doesn't break. Then with an if statement, I add the student with the smallest GPI to the beginning of the list. If not, I scan the list to find the correct position and insert the student there. Then I move the next student and repeat the process, forming a new sorted list. After that, in main, I first print my identity. Then I define a class and add predefined students using insert node. If I didn't add students, the list would be empty and the functions would be meaningless. I use in-choice function to store the number the user selects from the menu. If they choose number 2, the switch executes that case. The bool variable controls whether the loop runs or not. And the while loop takes input from the user. In the menu, the user selects which sorting algorithm to run. If the user enters an invalid option, the program gives a warning and continues. Without the loop or switch case, the user couldn't make any choice. The program would run but wouldn't be interactive. With this switch case, I tell the program which sort to execute. Without this, I couldn't let the user choose, and the list would just display and the program would close. I create eight, seven case with the switch case and I give the user to which option to choose. And each case, I have to use break function because if I didn't use break function, the case didn't work. Cases don't work properly. Both the intended case and other cases may be executed, which can cause problem. And with default, at the end provides output to user if none of the cases match. And with return function, we exit we exit the function, so the remaining cases and the default don't execute. Thank you for listening.